The purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to display stationing along a horizontal geometry element in OpenRoads Select Series 3. To begin with, we will create a simple horizontal geometry by using the command complex by PI. We'll just give it a name here of test and a radius of 100. We'll place 3 PIs and reset. And you can see now that we have created a complex element with the name of test. We click on that and then go to our properties here. You'll notice that we have no feature definition assigned at this time for this horizontal geometry. In order to view the stationing, to display the stationing here in plan view, we're going to need to go ahead and assign a feature definition to this geometry. So we'll click here on this pull down and we'll simply select an appropriate feature definition. In this case, I've selected geometry centerline. Now you can still see here that although we've assigned the feature definition, we still do not have stationing displayed. In order to do that, there's going to be a couple of settings that we have to tweak in the Project Explorer, in the information there for the feature definition itself. In order to make the changes in Project Explorer, we'll need to go to File and then Project Explorer. I'm going to click on the tab at the top that says Civil Standards. We'll expand the DGN and expand the feature definitions, and we're just going to locate the particular feature definition, geometry centerline, here that's assigned to that geometry. We'll right click and select Properties, and when we look at the properties, we're going to scroll down to the section on Plan, and you can see there's a setting here called Auto Annotate that is currently set to false. We're going to click on that. We're going to set that to true. And you can see that when we do that, the auto annotation kicks in and we now have stationing along our element. If we want to make changes to the stationing, let's take a look at something here in Project Explorer. When we go back into properties here for that particular feature definition, you can see that it says auto annotate is set to true. But it also tells us that the native style here is geom underscore centerline. That means that it's reading the native style from the preference file, the XIN file that's currently open in OpenRoads. If we want to make changes, let's say we wanted to change this color of this text here to red, for example. We would have to go back into OpenRoads, native OpenRoads here. We would go into the View Stationing command. And you can see in our preferences here that we have a preference by that same name, geom underscore centerline. Let's go ahead and load that preference. When we go into our regular stations here, you can see that the major stations are set to blue. If we click on that and change that now to red, click OK. We're going to save that preference, close, and close. We can dismiss the OpenRoads Explorer now. And if we go back into the properties of this, we'll need to reselect that feature. So we'll just select something else. We'll come back in and reselect that feature definition. And you can see that it's now updated to red. So in summary, in order to view horizontal stationing for an element, you'll need to first make sure that you have auto annotate set to true in the element information for the feature definition assigned to that geometry. And you'll also need to make sure that all the settings in native inroads are as you desire. Once you do that, the stationing will automatically annotate in the OpenRoads technology.